Welcome to the Void, everybody. My name's Eliana, also known as the Transfiendling, and today we're going to be starting Dishonored, the Brigmore Witches. Now, technically starting again because, for anyone who's following me elsewhere to keep up with things, I did do this already, but for some reason the files got corrupted and it ended up not going through. So, this first bit will maybe, I don't know, feel a bit more fluid, feel reactions a little less genuine. It's because I have played through this mission before. That said, there's a lot that can be caught off to be caught off guard by, so. Let's see, I am going to be doing Novice because I do want to get to Dishonored 2 and Death of the Outsider sooner rather than later, especially for those who wish to see things other than Dishonored on this channel. But I did want to share that the, I don't know, something about the pose for Master Assassin just amused the fuck out of me? I don't know, just the it's like, no, Dowd, chill, you're not that cool. I am checking a thing. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. So, I did sound a little bit a fool, but that's fine, in my original video that obviously none of you have seen. Dowd's hideout, troubled sleep. You've been ill at ease ever since you assassinated Empress Jessamine Caldwin and aided in the abduction of her daughter Emily. Yeah, as we fucking should have, because it's a fucking shitty thing to do.
The black-eyed bastard knew that when my blade stilled the Empress's heart and delivered her daughter to the Lord Regent's men, everything would fall to pieces.
He is very open about knowing everything.
Anyway. And now the world's gone mad. Plague grinds the city down. Corruption rots. A mad killer roams the streets by night, seeking revenge.
Okay, look, he's anything but mad.
My hideout in the flooded district, and I'm in a strange duel with a mad witch.
No, he's very upset, but he's not insane.
The fate of the Empire. I'd say I was being punished, but I know that the world doesn't punish wicked people.
Yeah, just like that Vila song.
We make our choices and take what comes, and the rest is void. I can't say I wasn't warned.
Also, yes, today's a bit of a low spoons day, so low effort outfit. I also like how this is pre-punched, despite him clearly recording.
They're recovering well from the attack, but they don't understand the danger they're in. My mother warned
I do like little bits flying off, though.
Never to make an
nice
enemy
touch.
of a witch.
You should listen to your mom better. Oh.
Corvo, here to settle our debt. You understand, I won't make this easy for you.
See, given the general ambience and general, like, vibe of these games, I was very confused in the first, playthrough, like, the video I made, because I was like, I don't remember fighting Corvo. Granted, again, I haven't played the DLCs or replayed the DLCs a whole lot because I don't like Dowd. That's right. Close. I don't like Dowd, so I haven't replayed the DLC a whole lot. God, they're terrifying to wake up to.
What is it?
Thomas has returned with the information you requested. He's waiting for you below.
Wonderful. Thank you, Thomas. Shut up, shut up, shut up. At the Bone Charms. Ports of Call. This is essentially a book about the different, port cities across the Isles. There's a lot of them, so Section 1, Section 2, Section 3. No. A note from Billie. Dowd, no need to waste breath with apologies or excuses. You taught me that. All I can say is that as soon as I left Dunwall, my head felt clear maybe for the first time. You told me once that people like us burn hot, then burn up. We don't get a chance to start over, no long days in the sun, but I know you, Dowd. Despite all the blood on your hands, you've been stashing coin. No one does that if they're not holding on to something. You've had some kind of plan, some hope for a new life. Maybe you knew, maybe you didn't. But that's what you gave me when you let me walk away. The one thing you said that wasn't possible, and I'll never forget that. When the time comes, and it will, I hope you're watching close, so you get that chance too. I left a book for you. The world is bigger than I knew. There are lots of places where an old man like you could disappear. Okay, that other rune is down here, because it was driving me a little mad whenever I was doing this the first time. I was like, why? I can't. That noise is driving me up the walls. But here it is, so I'm just getting that real quick. Oh, I suddenly understand why, you know, people have problems. It's because of the constant noise. That's what causes people problems. I understand now. Alright, let me get my binding set up. Dash. Slow time, you stay on 6. Void gaze, you stay on 2. Stun mines, you can be on 8. Pull's gonna be on 7 once I get it. Choke test, you go on 9. Grenades, you can go on... Normal bolts 3. Sleep darts 4. Arc mines, you can go on 5. Grenades... Actually, no. Grenades, you can go on 5. Bullets, you can go on 10. Yeah, that sounds good. But yes, so there will be a little bit of things that we've read that one. I think we've read this one. This little thing about Dowd's gang, the Whalers. But yes, so I will be a little bit more familiar with this than I will some of the other missions, just because I played this one literally yesterday. METAPHYSIKA MYSTERIUM. Oh, interesting. Okay, so effectively that thing is like, okay, so obviously it's kind of hilarious. It's essentially like, obviously void bad, void bad, void magic, void heretical, void bad. We have read this one before. The Reclamation of DUNWALL. Essentially, this one's going over how even after they cure this plague, nothing's going to be the same again. So, Section 1 for those who want to read through it. Section 2. Yeah, so, because I literally just played it yesterday. There are a couple things I'm still going to do because I didn't realize they were things until last night.
Thomas finished his scouting run. When you've talked to him, I'll give you the latest word from inside the prison.
Thank you. Namely that a lot of these folks actually have some relatively entertaining dialogue. Or things you can, like, listen to if you, like, kind of eavesdrop on them. Like, these two.
Taking prisoners is exactly the sort of thing I'm talking about.
You don't have to remind me. It's Billie's doing that the Overseers found us. That wasn't Dowd.
Dowd should have caught it. And now witches, Dowd. Ever vigilant, I see. Are we leaving soon to Brigmore?
Interesting times, gentlemen. Overseers
I actually
in
cut
the
them off a
flooded
little bit early.
district. Witches abroad in the city. Traitors in the ranks. I'd be nervous too. Then I'd remember who killed the Empress in DUNWALL Tower and came out untouched.
I remember who's getting his ass kicked because he's a little bitch who killed the Empress. This is essentially a a tabloid version of events of someone seeing Dowd going about his business. So, Section 1, Section 2, Section 3, and then Section 4. How many runes do I have now? Do I have 3? Oh no, but I have enough to get full. I realized last night the pool is incredibly hot. So, well, you'll see in a second.
This will hold while we're away. Anything short of cannon fire.
Let's hope it won't come to that.
Yeah, that would kind of suck. Also, like, how bad do y'all have to fuck up that that's even a concern?
Corvo's out there, Dowd. It's a matter of time before he shows up here.
He's got the Lord Regent's army to chew
This
through
confuses
first.
me. Because unless the end of the last DLC was a dream, Corvo's already been here. So I think maybe that person just missed it, or I don't know.
Why did Dowd leave Abigail Ames
Are
alive
you two the
back at
same folks who are talking
slaughterhouse?
shit in the other room?
I would have killed her. She's a loose end.
A calculated risk. Ames has as much interest
that
in
didn't
Dowd
click
keeping
last night.
silent as he does in her. And now we have a valuable contact.
Oh. Okay, so there's apparently timing with some of these. Essentially, had I timed that right, Dowd would have been like, Ames is a valuable resource. If she ends up being not valuable, we'll end her. Oh, and Royal Spymaster, we've read all those books in the main game. And if you're, for some reason, watching this before the actual game, I do apologize for that. Also, for anyone who's new in that sort of regard, hello, welcome! So, I do a little bit of a thing that I don't know, I haven't seen any Let's Players do. I haven't watched other Let's Players in a hot second now. But, for documents that aren't super plot related, I don't read them out loud, but I will, for example, well, that's a bad example, but, you know, as you've seen me, like, counting through, I'll have the different sections that'll show up for a couple seconds, so if people want to read them, they can pause the video, read through them, unpause the video, and keep going. That way, those who want to read them can read them, but those who don't want to don't have to sit here and listen to me monologue for, you know,
I've made
however.
a mess of the access ways, but it had to be done. If I come back, I'll take it all down.
When you come back.
And then you can burn those overseer drapes while you're at it.
Yes, please. In this household, we do not love nor respect the overseers, because they're boring.
Begging your pardon, Dowd, but I don't think it's safe to leave these overseers holed up in the
Is there a way I
refinery.
can get out
It's
of
a
here?
new game now. They know where to find us. We just have to make them afraid to.
Darn. It's kind of funny because my Blades in the Dark campaign, our crew operated on a very similar logic of, sure, any of you can know where to find us. Good fucking luck though, because our base is a barracks that moves and is alive and will either make you endlessly lost until you're basically die of starvation, or, you know, the weird ghosts might drive you to, you know, not being entirely certain of what is what. And then if we find you, we mind control you, because the mother knows all, and she just wants to embrace you, wants you to be happy. Our Blades of the Dark crew is a cult. Who, I think I've talked about this in the main Dishonored campaign, or game, but
I found Lizzie's stride.
our gods basically just
Getting her to lend
transgender
us her
outsider.
boat will be a bit complicated, however. She's in Coldridge. From what I hear, they've got enough on her to hold her for about 1,000 years.
That's a lot.
Coldridge. We can use this. We'll get her out. And Stride will have to pay back the favor. We'll have our transport.
Ready to leave, sir? Or should I wait?
Yes, we can go. But yeah, so it was fun, our Blades in the Dark campaign. It's kind of over, or at least on pause, but it's very fun. Transform Outsider, kind of a bit of a spicy, or, you know, not entirely safe for work cult, but which is why I don't mention it too much. Hi, Kit Kit. Choosing your mark. Alright, I still need to equip my bone charms. Ah, this mission sucks.
Delilah doesn't lead Brigmore Manor anymore.
She doesn't have
to. Which means I have to come to her. The manor's upriver, far out past the quarantine line. I'll need a ship. I've lived in Dunwall's underworld a long time.
Yeah.
I know the players.
I know, you're so
Gang
edgy and
leaders,
angsty, Dowd.
madams, corrupt officials. But what I need is a smuggler who knows the river, someone I can trust. It's a reflection of Dunwall, or perhaps myself. That after all these years, the best choice I have is Lizzie Stride.
We learned some things about her last time. Namely that, like, she's some sort of outsider follower because she has, like, webbed feet and shit. I don't really need any of you anyway. I'll go with a stun mine. Actually, no. I'll go with another sleep dart. Boop. Boop.
They should get me in the front door at least. Looks like I'll need to check in with those guards by the gate.
I hate this mission. Honestly, most of this mission is very cool. I just hate this starting area and a little bit in like a place that's like right over here. Because as you can hear, there's like an overseer music box playing, and it's bullshit. Oh! Okay, that explains it. I didn't see this person clearly last night. I thought he was another overseer, and I was very confused why they needed me.
About time, overseer. We sent for you hours ago.
There was a problem with the waterlock.
Fine. Listen up. The incident took place in the interrogation room. Cross the yard and keep going straight. Anything else is off limits. Understand? Don't go exploring.
Sure do.
Don't speak to the prisoners. We're not here to listen to you preach. Don't forget you're in Coldridge now, not the Abbey.
I know.
We asked you here for one reason.
I'll be gone before you know it.
Also, to me, it's really funny. It's kind of like, at least to me, what it sounds like is kind of like, oh yes, hello. I am just a normal Abbey person. Let's see. Oh, actually, I think this works very well. This is one of the episodes, or like this is one of the missions where I don't have to, but if I don't knock out most of the guards, things quickly become a pain in the ass. So this will be slightly annoying because there will be a lot that I have to take care of, but thankfully now that I've kind of like gone through this before.
Don't look at me. I don't know anything about what happened.
Okay, cool. That's good to know. Oh, just letting you know that, you know, I'm gonna be on my way. So. Okay, so there's both of you.
Stupid goddamn.
Alright, I need to... Bone charms. Strong arms. Yes. Yes. Oh, so fun fact. So things like Undertaker, or anything that actually specifically says bodies, they do in fact only mean or like assassinate. That really only applies to Dishonored too. But like they do actually mean like, you know, killing or like actual bodies. So like the one that's like there's one that's like, you know, drop assassinations will like give you like mana, or like you're faster while you're carrying bodies. They mean actual bodies, not and not just people who are unconscious. Okay, so
They don't hesitate. This guy's one.
oh god, man, that is very fast. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. So over here,
They don't hesitate. This guy's
we
one.
have.
I'm caught in a restricted wing.
Oh fuck me. Essentially, this area is a like, it's an achievement to, because essentially one of those people being executed. Oh god, fuck me. Is one of the guards who helped Corvo. If you remember at the start of the game, or you know, don't if you again weren't here for that. But at the start of the game, one of the guards. Oh, for fuck's sake! Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. One of the guards helped Corvo escape by giving him some supplies, and he's currently on like. Essentially the chopping block for helping
This guy
Corvo.
won't help me if I'm caught. They don't hesitate to kill their own.
Here you are.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Come on, please.
Now the real question is, did that alert everyone else, everywhere else?
Just go to the interrogation.
Wonderful, it did not.
See for yourself.
All cells in Section B are under quarantine until further notice.
Oh.
Prisoners have been transferred from Section
You know, maybe moving you would have been a smart idea, but that's fine. And unfortunately, I did. You know, I think. Oh wait, no, there's only two. Oh hey, well that's good. For a second I thought that maybe.
Why did you save me?
Oh, hi.
I'm looking for Elizabeth Stride, prisoner, a gang leader out of Draper's Ward.
The whole place heard her come in. She's in cell C28. It's on the very top level.
Oh,
You
that's
can
good.
check the logbook in the guard station between sections C and D.
So something else I will be doing. Actually, no, I won't be doing it because
I'll just wait for
I
the shift
already
change and make a break.
found out the answer to this. So one thing I was curious about was if there would be a special like reward for open. So there's, you know, obviously, as has been said, we are in Coldridge Prison. Fittingly enough, the same place that Corvo starts out in, and there are several different cells that have people in them. I think we've read this one before, but just in case. First section, and then the second section. Oh, also, I don't know if I explained this. Just for people who are scrubbing through, I do hold up my fingers so that it's slightly easier to tell where they are. Even though, granted, these are very long videos, so it's not the easiest thing to scrub through, but I try to make it at least a little bit easier. What was I saying? God, ADHD is a bitch! Well, one thing is that I can't I can't shut off that infernal music box, much to my own chagrin. Oh, that's what it was. So, there's, you know, a bunch of different cells that have people in them. And I was curious if there would be a, like, a reward for, if there would be a reward for doing the, for opening every cell that had a person in it, and there is not. So I won't be doing that this time. So I guess a slight upside of the video getting corrupted is that now y'all don't have to sit through me opening about 14 cells. That's also part of why I took the reach. Log updates. Remember to take external log transfers. If you have temporary transfers of prisoners from one cell to another, must be recorded in the logbook. Ensure the logbook is available in the guard booth between sections C and D at all times. But now that I know there's not, like, there isn't any sort of, like...
This mask won't fool an arc pylon.
There isn't, like, an achievement or anything like that. I don't need to do it. So, there will be a couple extra things that I open, because there's a corrupted bone charm, and there's some things in there that I want.
It's a fact.
But
if I keep moving, I can take the rest one-on-one. It'll be bloody, but it's doable.
You're not thinking. If a fight even starts, you'd be finished. When that alarm goes, your odds are just about 0. Me, I just keep quiet. Slip by when no one's looking. Take as long as it takes.
wait, what are you talking about?
Either way, you'd have to be lucky, and a complete madman.
You'd have to be Corvo, in other words.
Oh, are y'all talking about like how you'd escape from here?
Someone's supposed to be on duty over here.
No, they aren't. Oh, though you are making...
It was like...
Don't. Not until the Overseer finishes. I don't want to think about it.
Oh, I forgot I can go vertically over there. So one thing I'm very curious I'm going to be able to achieve, which I'm very curious as to the fact that I got it in the first place, was that, so there are 3 special actions you can take for this mission. I checked after the fact because I was curious. I wasn't going to redo them if I had missed any of them. I just, you know, had a little bit of natural curiosity as to what all, like, options there were.
Another patrol with you.
And one of them is the fact that, is essentially to do all of this without breaking Overseer disguise or leaving any evidence behind. Escape plans. When you hear the alarms in the courtyard tonight, make a break for the front gate, jump from the bridge, and swim to the sewer entrance. You won't get another chance now the Emperor's assassin has escaped. Watch out for the rats. Royal Protector's Naval Commendation. This didn't click last night, but that's Corvo's. Or meant to be. I believe the lore is it got confiscated after, or like rather than giving it to him, they just confiscated it after he was charged for, you know, Dowd's crime.
Why is no one making rounds over here?
Did you hear Morris was attacked by the Overseers? For
Some black magic nonsense? You always amuse me.
I don't think I'm gonna make that jump, but I will make this one. Oh, but right, so part of why I'm very confused as to how I got it last night, in the file that, you know, no one's gonna see, is because the fact that, like, there were a couple different times when, like, I fucked up and, like, the whole place went on high alert and, like, had people chasing after me. But it like saw me and stuff. I don't know what part of that didn't break disguise, but I'm not going to complain. But it was very confusing. Because I knocked out everybody in the place. Like I'm doing now.
Bunch of crap.
Let's see. I guess I don't need to hide right here because I'm supposed to be here.
Right through there. Can't miss it. None of the guards that went in to question her came out.
Oh, right.
Be careful.
So, a little bit of a trigger warning. You're going back into the torture room, and also there's like a heavily charred human corpse. So, you know, if that's a bother. Oh, also, whenever I hit the audio log, maybe skip ahead a bit if you're a bit squeamish because there are some sound effects from them torturing her. So, I do apologize.
You're free to go. This is the Abbey's problem now.
Do whatever you need to do. I'm not sticking around.
What happened here?
Okay. Yeah, so before I get too close, I'm gonna go examine the body. So maybe hit forward arrow a couple times. Which, it's weird, you can like hear... Like, you can hear things just being near it. Can't really do anything with it, though it does sound squishy when you strike it. Rune! Money, money, money! Don't need any more elixir. Pouch. Key. Document request. Dear Officer Ashfield, I would like to most humbly request access to documents concerning the new experimental choke dust, which you may have recently found yourself in possession of. I understand this is a delicate subject matter, and I assure you every precaution will be taken with the documents to ensure they remain confidential. If access to these documents is agreeable to you, please have one of your men deliver them to my cell. Respectfully, your friend in A25s. Okay, cool, so that cell number is still good. Interrogation. Okay, also, if you're also torture like related things are in this document, it's essentially a log of people and the interrogation methods that were used on them. Section 1, Section 2. It's I really don't like the City Watch. Audiograph player, so maybe skip forward 30 seconds, I think.
Is she strapped in right? Good. Doesn't look like much, does she?
Ugh.
Comfortable? All right, we'll get this done. Let's start with how you got into Dunwall Tower in the first place. Was it one of the servants that let you in? One of the guards?
Technically it was Delilah.
Nothing? All right. Corporal, use the hammer.
Just getting it better the second time.
That's right. The smaller one.
Ah.
Can't really tell if she felt that. Don't want to break anything.
Ah.
Let's try again. How did you...
God.
Wait.
Sympathetic knee
You hear a
pains.
kind of ringing in your ears? What's happening to her face? Is she going to... Oh no! Oh no! Shoot her! Shoot her! Shoot!
So essentially, don't know what specifically, but like, she did some sort of supernatural shit that really fucked the place up. So now I'm really curious, like, cool, I've come, I've investigated.
Hey, don't you owe me a drink?
What now?
Better make a pass over here. Nobody's making rounds over here?
Okay, wonderful. I realized a little late that, you know, they were maybe going to see me. One thing I also don't quite... I think maybe it's that I took everybody out before I, like, did anything? But it was definitely weird, because I definitely knocked everybody out, and then I went to go get Lizzie, and there were suddenly more guards.
Better make a pass over here.
Yeah, you do that, my friend. Let's see, where are you? You're kind of looking at each other. I only have one sleep dart. Okay, gonna do something a little unwise.
Over here.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's fine. Oh right, that's what I did.
I better make a pass over here.
Cause then I can go... I don't know why, but for some reason, reminded me of an old Garfield comic, where he's like, if I kick Odie this direction, then I kick him this direction, it's like I never kicked him at all. I don't know why, but that be how ADHD works. I was talking with one of my friends, and she was like, yeah, everybody else will be on, like, point A, and I'll have gotten to point M all in my head, and it won't make sense to anybody else. And I'm like, that is a wonderful way to explain that.
I can't let you through here. Understand?
Can I talk to you?
This area is off limits. Keep moving.
Looks like a no. Okay, that's fine. Alright, I forgot that there's one right there in that area. That's okay. I also like how Dowd's night vision is like proper night vision? Or his dark vision. It's like, don't get me wrong, Corvo's is cool. Emily's is also interesting. But it's not like Dowd's is... I don't know. I find Dowd's dark vision to be more effective as night vision. Oh wait, that's what I was going to do. Pardon me. Oh, I guess that won't quite work. Okay, now we get to the tricky part. Pause.
Whatever.
I'm coming for you. If it's the last thing I do, I'm gonna kill you.
Sure you are. Enjoy your dark cell in the meat.
Just you wait.
DO3.
Shut up already.
I'm curious. Honestly, I don't need my sleep darts a whole lot this mission. I'm just gonna make life easier for myself. I still can't sprint while carrying people. The cell's just a very, very convenient place to hide people. Okay, so I'm very curious if I let that one prisoner person out. Procedures following the escape of Corvo Otano. Essentially, they have updated things a lot. So here's the only section. And essentially what they've said is, well, we think supernatural things might be involved, so we're going to also address, like, we're going to consult with, you know, church people. It was D0. Three. Cell control instructions. Set the first tumbler to match cell section letter. Set the second and third tumblers to cell number. Pull lever to confirm selection. Ensure that each cell opening request and selection are verbally confirmed. Investigate and report any suspected malfunctions immediately. Now I am curious what will happen here. Oh, a lot of updates. Oh, just the same thing as what we read earlier. I'm very curious if anyone's going to come, like, investigate? Because that was not an approved thing and was not confirmed. I'm also curious if, like, because I've not technically done anything yet. The Hatters. Oh, I didn't read this note last time. Keep the Hatters away from the eels. The one in section D, cell 11, tried to attack the former dead eel leader again. We can't afford any additional investigations or mistakes right now, so keep them apart. That's good to know. For a second, she looked like she had clothes on, and I was like, wait, did she somehow get not gross?
Only prison personnel beyond this point. No exceptions.
Okay, okay. I suppose. Entering the forbidden section of the library. I mean, if you're just gonna stay there...
Okay, now I hear you.
This arc pylon is keeping me up all night. No one's crazy enough to break out. Just shut it off.
I mean, sure. I hadn't planned on storing everybody on top of this place. But I mean... it's not a bad place to do it. It just feels a little time consuming. Okay, so Lizzie's there. Okay, this is like the little guard break area, I believe. You don't have anything in there with you. Oh, and there's not actually... Well, there's some documents in there, and I can't read them from here. So I guess I'll end up going back into there. That's
All cells
A25
in
still.
Section
Okay.
B are under quarantine until further notice. Prisoners who have been transferred from Section B will be observed for signs of infection.
Sleep dart. I don't remember who it is. Oh. But there is one prisoner who's a fuckboy. And if he sees you, he'll be like, "Hey, someone's trying to escape! Help!" And it's annoying.
Someone's supposed to be on duty over here.
Duty.
Personnel will stay clear of the interrogation room until the representative from the Abbey is certified it is free of any heretical corruption.
Oh, yes, it is, yes, it is a representative from the Abbey. The interrogation room is clear of any heretical corruption. It is me, a normal Abbey member. Hello, fellow government officials. This is me, acting natural. I shit bigger than you. That's always a wonderful insult to hear thrown.
All cells in Section B are under quarantine until further notice.
That was
Prisoners
close.
who have been transferred from Section B will be observed for signs of infection.
Yeah, I was really confused last night. Y'all missed it, obviously, but I was doing this and I was like, looked at the list of like rooms that I had. I was like, why don't I have anybody in B? And then like the loudspeaker came on. I was like, oh, it's because everyone, you know, in that section is under quarantine. Fuck. So you would think, logistically speaking, oh, oops, that's the wrong ability I meant to use. Like, you would think, logistically, that that would be like, oh no, like, cover and everything is broken, oh no, but not actually. Oh hey, I missed some whale oil down there.
Oh, I'll find you. The coward got away.
Probably rats.
Upside, he finally moved. Admittedly, I did have a sleep dart, so I could just sleep dart him. But, you know, I try not to be wasteful with ammunition if I can avoid it. Because it's so bloody expensive. Granted, I do get...
All prison personnel will stay clear of the interrogation room until the representative from the Abbey has certified it is free of any heretical corruption.
Yeah. Oh, hey, notes. Construction report. Additional security installations along the execution yard are complete. Additional work on the main gate will continue throughout the coming days. All workers must show identification for the duration of the construction. Also, a fun fact, that escape plan was like, oh hey, you know, if you're gonna escape, do it and like jump into the water and you'll be fine. But then later if you hear one of the guards talking, they'll be like, oh yeah, we're draining that portion because this way no one can survive that jump. Attention, executions of personnel responsible for enabling the escape of former Lord Protector will continue today. The execution yard remains off limits unless otherwise specified. Log warning, all look... Okay, I believe that's the same thing that we've read twice before already. If not, it's very similar. Section B closed. Section B will remain closed to the conclusion of the investigation into the escape of Corvo Tano. Prisoners have been moved into the cells on the other side of the prison. Oh, so that's where Section B is. Wait, but I thought Section B was all under quarantine? I'm very confused, but that's okay.
Witchcraft! Help! Someone's breaking out! Guards, come quick! Someone is trying to escape! Get me out of here!
You little shit. You're lucky I don't kill you. I almost went into my D&D character's accent for a second there for some fucking reason. I don't know, it's kind of fitting. She's an Aarakocra barbarian, and she's inspired by the character Zachary Hillander, I think is his name? It's some sort of lander. There's lots of different family names in that book series. But, spoiler alert for Green Rider series, he's a king, and he eventually gets into combat at one point. It turns out he's like...
Section B are under quarantine
Yeah, that's not news.
further notice. Prisoners who have been transferred from Section B will be observed.
Oh, hey, I can actually pick this up now. Wonderful. But essentially, at one point, Zachary gets into, like, he actually gets, for reasons, teleported into combat, and turns out that, you know, everyone knew that he was good because he's trained under, like, the most elite people in that universe. So everyone knows he's good at sword fighting. But it turns out he also goes berserk. Like, he's a berserker in combat. I think he actually gets called that by, like, specifically by someone else. And so it just, I was like, because I never play martial classes in D&D because I'm like, why would I play a martial class when I could instead play, like, a spellcaster? But the thought of an Aarakocran barbarian was really fun, so I did that.
All prison personnel will stay clear of the interrogation room until the representative from the Abbey has certified it is free
Alright, I'm
of
full on
heretical
incendiary
corruption.
bolts. Okay, so there's the guard down there. Because apparently some people are little bitches. I'm gonna go ahead and stop time. Carry him out of here. But yeah, so she's a Aarakocra barbarian who, her family are like merchant nobles. They've made themselves into a noble family with they made some connections in her backstory, and she because they're Aarakocra, they're really good at like hunting and things, and so they've made a killing off of like leather and fur trading. But when I was designing the character, someone said it'd be real funny to see like a noble, but like mafia noble type thing. So I gave a really So I gave a New York accent and did my best to learn how to do one, which isn't phenomenal by any stretch of the imagination, but it's fun. Oh, also her greatsword is really obtuse. It's one of my proudest. Like, I've made lots of characters, but her sword design is probably one I'm the proudest of as far as designing a character's weaponry. Because like my main character, or like my main D&D character who I've played since like 2018 at this point, like her weaponry is really cool. Her shield like basically collapses in her like the hilt of her sword is in the shape, or like the guard and hilt of her sword is in the shape of like spider legs. Here's the logbook. Most interesting is, you know, Elizabeth Stride in C28 and Lucas Penroe, which is the one that we were told to like, you know, to make sure they stay away from the other factions. As requested, your special order has been filled. So we get those stun mines, which are nice. Oh, I could have used a stun mine on those things. Also, yes, I didn't read I didn't actually read all the details of the boons. I just kind of read their titles and was like, oh, cool, that's fine. So one thing I did miss is that, yes, one of the bonuses of the favors is that... Okay, that's nothing new. That's just more about the heretical corruption. Okay, so there's actually someone in there. Well, I don't know, maybe I can talk to you. No? That's fine. I really hope that's not going to kill you when I open that door. Oh, also oops. That's not even the tile I meant to check out. That was D21 I was thinking of. Oops. Oh well. Alright, so we need to go back over here. And then and then she's in D13. Right, yeah, D13. Oh, y'all also got to miss the wonderful moments of me being a little bit of a ditz, and I was turning these things based on like the, I guess, order of convenience. So like, because this, so like, instead of doing a 25 in that order, it'd be like, oh, you're done first. Okay, so that's, you know, 2, because in my head, I'm doing this one first, so that's obviously the first number. And then, you know, and then I would do this one, so it'd be like, okay, so 2, 5, A, so that should be A25. Not realizing it was actually, you know, A52, which doesn't exist. Wait, what? I thought... Did I do the wrong combination? I thought C28 was a thing. Oh, that's good. I'm really... It was in fact a thing. In fact, it was the very important cell that I needed to open. Oh, also, there are... At least on this one, there's not a, like, Granny Rags ritual to complete. I did check that. Because I was curious. So D... Actually, I should have stayed up there because her cell is high up. Oh wait, that one's still not open. D21.
The Sokolov radio interdiction device, or ARC.
Oh yeah, I don't know if that was... I also don't know if that was something that was, like, audible. Was the fact that she, or no, earlier, Dowd. Okay, cool. Dowd was like, oh hey, this mask isn't going to fool that arc pylon. Which is true, but thankfully, I don't know if it was because of the favor I got or what, but thankfully the arc pylon's power, like whale tank, was not in place. This part's hilarious.
This better be worth it.
The funny thing is, I don't think it is. Yeah, splintering bolts is not a good one. Yeah. It's I mean, it's not bad, but it's not great. Level 2. Oh, I forgot about that. If I pull somebody to me, they're vulnerable to non-lethal takedowns. One thing I'm not certain about is the fact that, like, whenever we, like, so, you know, as I said, I did some, like, reading on potential outcomes for this mission. And apparently, like, you can find the target for the... So, like, if we eliminate Timsh, the barrister, the dude who, like, his quest glitched out for me, the dude who I filled his house with fake plague. He's supposed to be in here if you eliminate him non-lethally, but despite it being like, oh hey, you have save data, and, like, you know, you have low chaos save data, it still has him classified as, like, eliminated lethally or something, because he's not in here. I don't know why. Ethical experimentation. I managed to get my hands on an experimental formula being tested right here in Coldridge Prison. I make sure the prison guards call choke dust, which is normally capable of rendering prisoners vulnerable for a few moments. However, this new formula has the potential to make the victim forgetful as well. It's as if, once breathed in, the dust causes an acute, temporary stupor. Modern incarceration technology. Oh, right, so just the tech they're using to keep people in place. I think this next one I wouldn't suggest reading. It's kind of... I don't know if it quite counts as... I don't know if police brutality and prisoner mistreatment are two different warnings or not. But this is essentially how fucked up some of the prisons are in, like, the Empire. I don't know, but I also, I don't know, like, who has control over specific parts. Here's section 1, by the way. And then here's section 2. But, like, there's essentially, like, there's some prisons where, like, they don't really have walls or, like, even really cells because they're in environments where it's like, oh, sure, go ahead, break out, have, like, good fucking luck with, you know, the natural environment that will murder you really quickly. That just looks like bread. I don't need to steal food from prisoners.
Lizzie's trying. She's in rough shape. Wake up, Lizzie.
I'm not telling you shit. Wait.
Down.
Is that right? Whoever sent you, I'll pay double.
I've come to break you out. You can owe me the favor.
What kind of favor?
Doesn't matter. You'll be dead in another day here.
What kind?
It's just a
you're
boat
so
trip.
cool.
A river.
Lesbian icon.
Past the blockades.
Then you're out of luck. My boat, the Undine, now belongs to someone else. My second-in-command double-crossed me and took it. A little shit named Edgar Wakefield.
It's a situation I'm familiar with. Can you walk?
Get me out of this damn thing and I'll fly. I can pay you to get rid of Wakefield.
It'll be my pleasure. Come on.
I'll just get my tiara.
Just get your tiara. Yeah, we heard about this fun lady in the, like, towards the end of the last game, or DLC, I forget which, but like, her teeth are filed to points, and like she has, I can't tell because they're hard to see right now, but she apparently has like webbed feet supposedly, and she's apparently has some sort of outsider powers.
Pull that lever.
Oh right.
Go under the shaft, please. Down. I think
I'll have to carry her out.
I don't know, can't tell if they're like actually weird or if it's just the engine. Yeah, see, like more guards like spawn or something.
The Sokolov radial interdiction device, or ARC pylon, is for use only by personnel trained in proper imprinting procedure.
Where are you?
Yes, please get out of view of the others. Wonderful.
Where are you? I know you're here somewhere, scum. I know you're here.
I know you know I'm here. But do you know that I know that I know you're here?
Forever.
You can't stay hidden forever. Do you wanna fucking bet?
Hidden from... Oh, I'll find you. To work.
Oops.
Stay hidden forever.
Fuck me.
Now, you gotta bleed.
Alright, are there any more of you out here? No? I am curious. Oh, I can't blink. No, the bodies aren't still there. I was curious if the unconscious guards were still there. I can't believe I messed up that throw. It's fine.
All prison personnel will stay clear of the interrogation until the representative from the Abbey is
I hate this
certified
part.
as free of any heretical corruption.
Because I have to, like... It's mainly just me whining. I just have to go, like... I can't blink right now, and it's annoying to me how far that thing's range is. It's that I can't blink and I can't sprint. And she doesn't count as a corpse. Well, and even if she did, those cancel out bone charms too.
She's beaten, but not dead. See that her wounds get attention.
It will be done. All quiet, sir. Ready to go.
Not yet.
Not yet. Keep to your post.
Good luck, sir.
Alright, I do believe... Let's see. Save the guard, got Lizzie. There was some third one. I might not have gotten caught who... Or like, I might have gotten not seen who frickin' knows. What was that third objective? It was weird. It was something really hilarious to me. It was like... Don't get noticed and keep your cover. Let's see. Well, let's see. I'll quick save real quick. Actually, I'll make an actual save real quick. Sure, let's see.
Let's go.
I learned about the Brigmore witches interrogation. So, yes. I hope. Oh, right. So there's the one person who was like threatening the guard. Whenever you let him out, he'll be like, "Why won't someone kill me? I want a soldier's death. Don't let the plague take me." So last time I shot him, but it didn't like have any special action. So this time I didn't. I let him fight the guard. So that is it for the first episode. I'm probably going to roll into recording the second one just so I have that done, and it's a little bit ahead of schedule to hopefully avoid anything happening like today, which was boring. Much like their dumb overseer music and forcing everyone else to be boring too, which is just, it's not cool of them. Like, if the overseers want to be boring and not have supernatural powers, that's fine. That's their prerogative. But they're like, oh, well, everyone else has to be boring too because we think that the outsider's bad, so everyone else has to be boring or else they're bad. And just, no, fuck off. I really, really, really hate the overseers. But thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you're having fun with this. This should only have 2 more episodes. There should be the episode of getting rid of the second in command and then the final one after that. And then we will be moving on to Dishonored 2, and then after that we will be moving on to Death of the Outsider, which is kind of Dishonored 3, kind of, not really. And then we will be moving on to Control, so for anyone who wants to have a vague timeline, because yes, I am not going to be doing, I am going to do things other than Dishonored. I just really want to get Dishonored, like, entirely done, because it's, like, really important to me, and it makes me really happy, and I love this game series so much. So, thank you everybody, hope you're having a wonderful time. Please don't forget to be kind to yourselves and one another, and for now, it's time for some very important things. A special thanks to Darius, the first of my horde of Abyssians over on Ko-fi. If you'd like to be on this roster, go over to my Ko-fi and check out the different offerings options. The benefits range from early releases, turning over your immortal soul, choosing characters for me to cosplay, personalized self-care messages, and much, much more. Each and every one of you are very important, and thank you so much for watching, and until next time, don't forget to hydrate, masticate, and medicate, and I'll see you darlings in the next video.